Act as best script right and change the script so it won't match with original one. Make it spin the content, and remove any channel name if there. Write the description of around 8,000 words. Remove timestamps. 37. Sony FX3 Mark II, New Cinema. King returns. YouTube https www.youtube.com. Watch. VHLRNGQEBNNPQ transcript. The world of compact cinema cameras is about to shift again. And this time, it's not just another small update or a minor spec bump, it's something more. Something long overdue. The Sony FX3 Mark II is coming. And if the leaks, insider reports, and whispers are accurate, this is the camera that creators, filmmakers, and solo shooters have been waiting for. When Sony first launched the FX3 in early 2021, it was bold. It wasn't just a rebranded alpha camera. It was something new, a bridge between Sony's cinema line and their mirrorless alpha series. The FX3 brought powerful video tools into a compact body. It gave indie filmmakers, YouTubers, and commercial videographers a chance to work with cinema-grade visuals without carrying a giant rig. It featured a full-frame 12:51 one-piece sensor, the beautiful Cinetone color science, and incredible low-light performance. All of that made it a favorite for travel creators, documentary filmmakers, wedding shooters, and production teams looking for mobility. But it wasn't perfect. It lacked internal RAW. It didn't offer open gate recording, and those were real limitations. Under 115. Panasonic and Fujifilm were already offering those features. Sony users had to rely on external recorders, extra gear, more cables, and more money just to get RAW. Now that's changing. The FX3 Mark II is closing those gaps and possibly redefining its category. Let's start with what's new. The first big upgrade is open gate recording in 3.2 format, 01.37. For those unfamiliar, open gate means using the full sensor, every pixel, every line. That means more flexibility. You can shoot one master clip and crop it later for widescreen, vertical, or square formats. You don't have to reshoot. You don't lose resolution. In a world where content needs to live on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and traditional media, this is huge. 202, shoot once, crop later. That's a dream for editors and a real-time saver for production teams. The second big upgrade is internal 12-bit RAW recording. Yes, you heard that right, internal RAW. No more external monitors or recorders. No more clunky setups. Now you can record uncompressed, high dynamic range video directly in camera for serious filmmakers. 02.26. This is a game-changer. RAW footage gives you pure image data with no back-end settings. You can adjust exposure, tweak contrast, and fine-tune colors with surgical precision and 12-bit depth. That gives you over 68 billion color variations. The results: smoother gradients, richer skin tones, and details preserved in both highlights and shadows. 02.49. This puts the FX3 Mark II in a whole new class. And yet, Sony is keeping what worked. The design that people loved, it's staying. The FX3 Mark II keeps its lightweight, rig-friendly body. That means easy use with gimbals, drones, and handheld shooting. It also means fewer parts to buy and less weight to carry on long shoots. 03.12. Sony is also likely keeping its famous autofocus, real-time AF, face tracking, subject detection, all powered by the same tech that made their Alpha series a beast in both stills and video. For solo shooters and documentarians, this is gold. No focus puller? No problem. The camera will lock onto your subject and stay there even if they're moving or turning. But let's talk about heat. 0340. One of the few concerns with the original FX3 was thermal performance. That camera already had a fan and it helped. But long sessions, especially in 4K or external RAW, could still push it to its limits. With internal 12-bit RAW, we're dealing with even more data, more processing, more heat. That raises a concern. 0402. Will the FX3 Mark II be able to keep cool during extended takes? Sony hasn't confirmed new cooling systems, so we have to hope. The fan has been improved, or the internals have been redesigned to manage the extra workload. If they nail the thermal design, this camera becomes even more reliable for run-and-gun creators and professional sets. 423. Another point worth exploring is how the FX3 Mark II compares with its competition. Panasonic's S1H and Fujifilm's XH2 already support open-gate and high bitrate formats. Even Sony's own FX6 offers more robust pro features like built-in ND filters and better heat dissipation. But here's the key difference. The FX3 Mark II is compact. It's agile. It fits where the FX6 can't. 448. It goes places heavier rigs won't. This camera isn't meant to replace the FX6. It's meant to complement it for shoots that require speed, mobility, and versatility. Weddings, travel films, branded content, documentary projects. This is where the FX3 Mark II shines. Now let's talk about storage and workflow. 0512. The FX3 Mark II keeps the dual card slots, CFX Press Type A and SD UHS-2. This is good. It gives UIU flexibility. You can use more affordable SD cards for basic work and CFX Press for RAW and high bitrate formats. But keep in mind, CFX Press cards are expensive, and 12-bit RAW files are big, very big. If you're shooting full days in RAW, you're going to need fast, high-capacity cards and plenty of them. 49. There's also battery life. The FX3's battery life wasn't amazing to begin with. If the FX3 Mark II keeps the same NPF Z100 batteries without boosting efficiency, we might see short-run times, especially when shooting in open gate or RAW. This means more batteries, more downtime for swaps, and more accessories to manage. That's not ideal. 6.04. Hopefully, Sony has optimized power usage. Even a 10 to 15% gain in efficiency would be welcome. But for now, this is something to plan around. Color science is another area where Sony continues to improve. The FX3 Mark II will likely retain the same 12.1mm full-frame sensor, but with tweaks to processing and codec options, you might see better results right out of the box. 0630. Sony's Cine remains one of the most attractive color profiles for quick delivery. It looks natural, skin tones are pleasing, and it doesn't require heavy grading. If you want more control, there's always Slog 3, and now RAW. But if you need speed, Cine is ready to go. Let's not forget build quality and ergonomics. Euro 650. The FX3's cage-free design was loved by many. Multiple mounting points, no need for a third P-party cage, clean layout, easy access buttons. Expect the same in the M2. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. All these features make one thing clear. The FX3 Mark II is designed for creators who need a compact camera with high-end output. 0714. It's for solo shooters who want to travel light but still deliver big. It's for professionals who need a second body that doesn't compromise on quality. But what about the price? The original FX3 launched around $3,900. With all these upgrades, the Mark II could push above $4,200 or more. That's still cheaper than most high-end cinema cameras, but it's not cheap. 0738. It's an investment. And price could be a deciding factor for indie filmmakers or small teams on a budget. At this price point, Sony is targeting serious creators. Not casual shooters, not hobbyists, but people who make money from video, people who shoot commercials, events, documentaries, short films, or digital content. 7.58. For those people, the price could be justified. So, who should buy this camera? If you're a wedding videographer looking for better color and detail, this is for you. If you're a YouTube filmmaker tired of color banding and compression artifacts, this is for you. If you're a content agency that needs high-quality footage without building out a full cinema rig, this is for you. 0823. The FX3 Mark II won't replace your FX6 or FX9, but it can absolutely sit alongside them as a lightweight companion. Or it can be your main workhorse, if you don't need internal NDs or high-end studio features. As we wait for the official release, we'll be keeping an eye on final specs. Will Sony boost bitrate options? Will we see better HDMI output? Will there be LUT support in camera? These are small but important questions because they shape how the camera fits into real-world workflows. 0854. And that's what this all comes down to. Workflow. This camera is about making your job easier. Shooting faster, traveling lighter, editing with more freedom, and delivering better results. That's what creators want. That's what professionals need. And if the FX3 Mark II delivers on all this, it will be one of the most exciting cameras of the year. 0916. Sony has clearly listened. They're adding what users have been asking for, and they're doing it in a way that keeps the camera compact, flexible, and ready for action. It's not just a sequel. It's a refined tool, one that reflects the changing demands of today's filmmakers. More platforms, more formats, more content, more pressure to deliver fast and at high quality. Rs 0941. That's where the FX3 Mark II comes in. And now it's your turn. What do you think about the FX3 Mark II? Are these features what you've been waiting for? Is this the camera that will level up your production game? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll be sharing more updates as Sony reveals official details. And as always, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the latest news in filmmaking gear, camera releases, and creative tools. 10/10. Thanks for watching. Stay inspired, stay creative, and stay ready for the next evolution in compact cinema.